government has announced plans to take strict action against irregular migrants in the country, set to begin on August 1, 2025. To ensure compliance, a 3 month grace period will be provided from May 1 to August 1, 2025, during which the new expatriate administration system will be implemented. Dr. Lubumi Tunjiojo, the Minister of Interior, made the announcement on Tuesday in Abuja during a meeting with the Nigerian Employers Consultative Association, otherwise known as NECA. He emphasized that companies obstructing the Nigerian Immigration Service from performing its duties would face severe consequences. The days of companies hindering immigration laws are over, Tunjuju stated, adding that the private sector must allow the immigration service to perform its role. Tunjuju also highlighted that the fees from immigration services would be reviewed as current charges were deemed unsustainable. After negotiations, a final fee structure has been agreed upon, which will be officially released in collaboration with NECA. The revised immigration fees and administration system will take effect on May 1, 2025. During the subsequent 3 months amnesty period, from May to July 2025, migrants will have the opportunity to regularize their status. However, from August 1, the government will enforce a strict crackdown on irregular migrants. The government urged individuals to use the grace period to comply with immigration protocols. Please, sir, I would love to get your thoughts on this, please.
Well, going after illegal immigrants in most of the companies, for me, is just 1 out of 1,000. We have our borders around the country that are porous. How do people get into Nigeria? How do they even check the influx of some of these people?
Yes.
These ones they are talking about, the employers, is just maybe a minute few. Because these are people that they come in with visa. They know they're already in the country. All they just need to do is to check if it has expired. And most of them, when their tenure period expire, they hardly go back. The companies seem to keep them, shield and protect them with police. Otherwise, it's also a good one for us to generate revenue. Because I know the area which the minister is looking at is just the business angle of it, where the new levy or where a new charge will take effect from May 1st. Is already looking at the financial part of it. But what about our land borders? Have they checked the influx of people going in and people coming out? Who are they? Where are they coming from? How long are they staying? Where are they going to? So they could be checked and traced to know that once you overstay. So we really need to do a lot. First, our information system, they need to improve a lot on our information. Because without information, then there's nothing we can do as a people. Because that's the only way we can check, know the people that comes in, the people that is going out, and the people that have overstayed. But looking at it from this area, it's like it's just being concerned about the companies who come in with expatriates. After the initial payment, I think they no longer get or hear from them. So it has also affected them. But he should also look at the area of the land borders, which is very, very vital, because the number of people coming in through the land borders cannot be compared with the number of people coming in from air. So that's my take on it.
I want to ask, do you think this move is actually I don't know why I run out of words. If it's coming due to President Trump's deportation order that he just got into office, and then there's this new rule that he just passed, the new order that he passed of individuals, migrants that have overstayed, deporting them or something like that. I need to be really sure about the statement. Did you see something like that?
Yes, I think President Trump's immigration policy, since he took over, is something that he has shown that it's no longer business as usual. Okay. He needs to clamp down on illegal migrants and those that have overstayed.
Okay.
So I think this might also be a fallout
from it.
Yes.
So is it more like a payback situation?
It may not necessarily be a payback situation, but at least it has also put us in the right perspective, and it has also put the ministry on their toes to know that really there's job to be done in this area.
Okay, so it should not be on the business activity, just like you mentioned.
It's not something that has to do with payback America. How many Americans are in Nigeria?
Nigeria.
So it's not something it's just something that it has put our ministry on the edge of their seat and on their toes. So they also need to
do
work
something
to do
on
something.
it.
Yes.
And then let's take a thought back. We see a thought back to the issue of the Canadian visa denial on the COA at the time. You know, there was a statement that the army chief made, that he said that the security chief, why am I losing words? You can help me with his name, please.
I think the chief of army staff, he was at some time, he was denied visa.
Name, the one that made the statement of
I've forgotten.
I will remember.
Yes,
I
remember that incident where
he said they should go to hell, and then that this is a time for us to get back on our feet and get to do something right for me, for the country.
Every country, they have their visa requirements.
Ribadu,
no, Nihu Ribadu is the national security advisor.
What? Oh God, I'll remember.
Ribadu is the national security advisor.
Yes, I'll remember who
So
said
for
that.
me, every country, they have their visa requirements. If you don't meet it, they don't bend the rules. No matter who is involved. Order is order. And the laws are there. You don't bend it. If you don't meet the requirements, go back and meet the requirement. At that point, our chief of army staff didn't meet the visa requirements in Canada. It's not something that should be blown out of proportion.
Okay.
The first thing is to find, why was he denied entry into Canada?
Okay.
When you get to that point, then you know the next step to take and know what to do. Because for me, I believe that for they to have denied him, or for them to have denied him access or entry into Canada, being a chief of army staff of a country like Nigeria, the largest black nation on earth, then something must have triggered it. So they need to get to that point and not the action per se. Because for me, if you follow things logically, you will get to a logical conclusion. But if you allow your sentiments and emotions to guide you, sometimes they derail.
Okay, that the reason why I had to take a thought back to that is because of this stand that has been taken by the Minister of Interior Olubunmi Tunjojo, to begin the crackdown on irregular migrants in the country. I'm trying to correlate it, if that could be the reason why they had decided to be on their toes here.
Maybe it must have triggered them to also work, to know that something needs to be done. Because this is the first time in a very long while a ministry or a minister of interior have taken this type of step. So it's a good thing for us to also check. Because if you do things the same way and expect a different result, that's just a simple definition of madness. So he's beginning to think outside the box. Let's see how it goes for him, and I wish him well. And I also enjoin and encourage him to also look at the land borders.
Thank you.